Was I successful? Was I not successful? I almost lost my business. You don't know what you don't know. Hello family, my name is Jasmine. I am a registered nurse and an entrepreneur, so I like to call myself a nursepreneur. If this is your first time here, I want to invite you to like this channel, subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and if this is not your first time, welcome back family. I have been an entrepreneur for 8 years. I filed my first business, Polished Appearance LLC, in 2014, and over that time I have learned so much about business that I wanted to give you some gems so that you don't make the same mistakes I do, or maybe they'll help you if you're in this tough spot. This video, I will be giving you 15 reasons why I almost lost my business. And be sure to stick around to the end because I'm going to give you the inside details on my new faceless business. So let's get into it. Number one, if you see me looking down, it's because I have a notepad. I couldn't remember all of this. Number one reason why I almost lost my business: no coaching. So back in 2014, when I got my LLC, it was none of this, all of these free gyms, all these gurus, all these coaches and mentorships. All this information on YouTube did not exist. It was literally trial and error, a lot of error, asking around. Everybody's trying to figure it out. Once I got a coach, I was able to get clear direction on what paths to take in my business, and it also kept me motivated. You don't know what you don't know, and you don't know that you need to know something until you get to that stepping stone. Find a coach that is in your niche, a coach that is open and willing to share, because there are some schemy coaches who try to keep a lot of things secretive. Someone who could show you receipts that they are successful in the business, not just this glamorous, I got a Chanel bag and I drive a Benz. No, receipts from their stores, customer reviews, see what gems they give out for free before you buy into their mentorship. But my coach, shout out to Jazz Anye, she has been such a big role in the success of my business. I'll always give her credit. The second reason why I almost lost my business was mimicking other businesses. So like I said, there was not all of these coaching and all this free information all over the internet when I started my business. So I would just look and see like, well, what are they doing? What are they posting? What are their prices? What is it that they're advertising? And try to mimic that. You know, I didn't really have a strategy of my own because I was mimicking other businesses. I always felt like I was behind. I was trying to catch up. I can't make moves till they make moves. Oh, this is what you're doing for Black Friday? Oh, well, it's too late for me to do it. Well, let me try to do it next year. And then they're on to their own thing because they're following their own plan. There's nothing wrong with being inspired by other businesses, but copying is not the way. You have to have some authenticity. You have to have a vision for your business, and you have to make it your own. It has to be personal, your own business structure, because you may not have the same audience as this person, and you probably don't. The third reason why I almost lost my business is I had a lack of boundary. You know, trying to get the client, trying to get the sale, I would just bend my rules. I would stretch myself too thin. I wouldn't say no because I was trying to build my clientele. I wanted to be likable. I was trying to get all the money. It burnt me out. It burnt me out, and I was doing a lot of things I didn't want to do and I wasn't good at. I had to stick to my boundaries. My yeses and my nos had to be firm. The fourth reason why I almost lost my business is I didn't have a support circle. I didn't have business friends to bounce ideas from, and I didn't have business friends that were in the beauty industry that I was in. So that is so important to have. You can find business circles sometimes through Facebook groups, through Discord, Telegram. People in your neighborhood or in your area or in your friends group, form a group chat, bounce ideas over that. This has helped me so much. So from my business coach, we have all the other business girls who are in there. We're still in communication. We're in a group chat, and we always bounce questions, ideas, and we're not even in the same industry, but you know somebody who does this, you know somebody who does that, you know somebody who's good at editing, you know a better way to run your emails. Like, it's just such motivation to be around those like-minded people, because your sister, your boyfriend, your mom, a lot of people do not understand the life of an entrepreneur. The fifth reason why I almost lost my business was I was trying to do it all by myself. In the beginning, you may have to do it all by yourself. You don't have the funding, you're not getting the sales yet, and I get it, especially if it's a small business. But over time, that contributed to me burning myself out. I realized there were so many things I don't know. Sure, I could YouTube it, sure, I could take a class on it, or I could just hire someone who's better at it than me. Let's give marketing, for example. I hire someone who went to college for marketing. They know all about these emails funneling, this text messaging, promo, Facebook ads, TikTok ads. All of these things I have no idea about, but they are a professional in this specific niche that I have a need in. So it's better that I hire them. Maybe it's $100, $200, and they get all of these things right. They give me things that I don't even know I need. That was very pivotal. Trying to do it all by myself, and then, it's not looking as good. My YouTubes aren't even as good. Hiring help and asking for help where I can, it freed up a lot of time for me, and it took a lot of stress off my plate. For example, I started hiring help through contractors about 2 years ago. You can use websites like Fiverr or other websites internationally in the Philippines and in India to hire virtual assistants. I have a virtual assistant who is a multimedia editor. He is going to edit this YouTube right now. Thank you, Franklin. You're the bomb, because we all know that editing YouTubes take hours that I don't have. I also have a social media manager. She posts my things. She posts to the stories. She'll reply to the DMs and to the comments. So sometimes when you guys are talking to me on Instagram, you're not talking to me. She's on my TikTok posting, just all of that things. Like, it helps with my work-life balance so much. I have a ads manager. Understanding Facebook ads is like a college course, okay? It is not a simple thing, and he knows this way better than me, does it faster, more effectively, gets it done. I would have wasted a lot of money if I tried to do it all by myself. So hiring help, although it is an investment and it cuts into your profit, the idea is that you will be making more money with the right people. And that takes some trial and error too. The sixth reason why I almost lost my business was I had no sales goals. So I wanted to make the sales. I wanted to sell all of these things, but I didn't have a monthly or even a weekly, a quarterly, or an annual sales goal. So if I say this month is August, I need to make, let's say $3,000. I never set any limits for that. That way, by setting these goals, I know, okay, it's July. August come out, I need to make $3,000. I need to have a sale here. I need to run these. This is what people like to buy. This is going to generate more sales. I didn't have any goal set in mind, which would keep me motivated and keep me working at making sales. So it was just like me having products and selling things and not having an end result in mind to say, was I successful? Was I not successful? I made $2,200. I guess that was good, But having these goals in mind will keep you motivated. The seventh reason why I almost lost my business, I was not optimizing on email and text subscribers. So I had a pop-up on my website. I was sending emails from time to time when I was having a sale, but I didn't utilize email funnels, text funnels, sequences. I had no idea about this. I was like, okay, I'll just send an email when I'm having a sale. I'll send an email when I have a new product, and that was it. I didn't know the importance of building these relationships, giving valuable content. Sometimes every email, every text doesn't have to be a sale. And I quickly learned once I started formulating these plans that having a big email list is way more important than having a big follower. Once I started formulating these strategies, I quickly learned that having a large email list is way more profitable than having a large number of followers, okay? The subscribers, I make more money through my email than I do social media. So it's important to always try to convert your followers into your email and text subscribers, because then you got them for good. right? You got they in your life. Unless they hit unsubscribe, of course, but they're always getting the inside scoop. It also takes the pressure off of having to constantly post on social media, because we all know that there comes a time where we don't want to post some days or some weeks, but I can simply send out an email explaining what's going on and they got it. The 8th reason why I almost lost my business is I was having too many sales. Nobody was buying at full price because they know, well, Labor Day is coming up, she'll have another sale. Back to school's coming, she'll have another sale. Black Friday's coming, she'll have another sale. Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, Memorial Weekend, 4th of July, she'll have a sale. And nobody was purchasing throughout the any time of the month. So I would have like the slow month until, boop, here comes Memorial Weekend, and now I'm bombarded with all these orders. I want people to buy things at full price, of course, because the more sales I had, the more it cuts into my profit, right? What I did was I removed sales flyers from my Instagram timeline. So that means when new followers come to my page, they're not saying, oh, she always has a sale. She always has a sale. I'll wait till she has a sale. I don't want people treating me like Fashion Nova or something. And I will only give sales to people on my email list. So I will always tell people, if you want a discount code, you gotta be on my email list. My sale is only for people who are my subscriber. And that had my subscription list double really quickly. I would get on live, or here's another trick I would do. I would let it be known that I'm only giving a discount code on my Instagram live. And that helped me drive up the engagement on my Instagram. You ever have dry engagements? Nobody's liking, nobody's seeing your post. I would send out an email. I would post it earlier in the week. Hey, Wednesday I'm gonna go live. Wednesday I'm gonna go live, and I'm gonna give it out a discount code. And it helped drive more traffic to my page. Also, optimizing on this email list, I would have unique sales, launch products. The email subscribers would be the only one who get my discount codes, and they would be the first to know about restocked items. You have to make it worth their while to be on your email list, because we all get spammed with a bunch of stuff all the time. But you want to give them valuable information and content. Maybe just give them, a link to a blog or just information. So I was selling hair and wigs. Sometimes I'll tell them information about HD lace versus transparent lace, the Indonesian vendors, what's going on with the pandemic and the shipping. Make it valuable content. The number 9 reason why I almost lost my business is because I was not being honest with myself about what was not working. Let's say you sell purple dresses. Everybody loves the purple dress, but you personally want to sell a pink dress. Nobody wants the pink dress. We like the purple dress you sell, but you're shoving this pink dress down everybody's throat. You're spending all this money on campaigns. You're making more posts about it, and people are just so uninterested. You have to understand your audience and what they want. Now, it doesn't mean that you can't sell a pink dress, but you have to create an audience that wants pink dresses. Right now, you have an audience that wants purple dress. Now, you may be passionate about the pink dress, so you can go out and build an audience, or if you're really focused about getting your coins, you're gonna sell what is making you money. So for me, I wasn't being honest about certain things that weren't working, and I was really trying to push this vision that wasn't working. So I had to take my own advice that I just gave you and build the audience that I wanted, and or sell what was making money. I think this is a hard thing for a lot of people who are passionate about their business, and they say, oh, this is my baby, this is what I want to do, what I'm going to do, especially if it's a service based, or you're really fashionable, or you like to do makeup, or you like to do hair, whatever. Have you created the audience that wants what you sell? You're beating a dead horse if nobody wants this pink dress. It's a waste of time, and it can be very frustrating. That's another reason why I have learned to stop being so emotional and so personal about business. Like, do you want the money, or do you just want to be popular? So I'll take myself for example. This is not only limited to what is making money, because sometimes what is making money is not good for you. And I'll take myself for example. Polished Appearance first began as a service-based business that provided makeup services. I was a makeup artist. After a few years, I realized I don't want a service-based business. I don't have time. I am tired. And it dawned on me, I'm tired of being in service and being in contact with people because I have a career as a registered nurse. So during the week, I work 12-hour shifts in a hospital. And then on the weekends, I would be doing weddings, birthdays, proms, still standing up on my feet, still being this, nice representative. I had no time for myself. I was always around people and I just wanted alone time. I didn't have time for my relationship. I didn't have time to plan for dates and go on trips. I just couldn't do service anymore because I feel like I already had a service career. It wasn't working for me. And that was the same thing with me as being a wig maker. It was taking too much time. I got to a point where I don't want to continuously trade a lot of my time for money, okay? So passive income, product resale is where I am. Digital products is, the way to go. If you can create digital products that continuously make you money, you do the work one time, it could be a webinar or ebook, and then it just sells forever. You just have to market it. The 10th reason why I almost lost my business was because I was not adding value to my audience. Now that means giving them something to look forward to besides you pushing the sale. Buy this, buy now, link in bio, shop now, on sale. They don't want to hear all that all the time. Post something where they learn. Post something funny, make them laugh, do a TikTok dance, get them engaged. Some behind the scenes footage of you packaging your order, some behind the scenes footage of you, doing someone's hair, or how you do your makeup, your cut creasing, you blend the eyeshadow. Show them a little bit of that. Everything doesn't have to be sales based. And I was doing that for a while. Link in bio, shop this, buy now, you can buy this, you can have this, you can have this. That's cute and all, but make it personal sometimes. Show just you on a regular day being cute. Show behind the scenes, show your family. People are really into that. People are nosy. They like to see stuff like that. Show them you on vacation. Show them, something like that to make people want to stick around. Also, don't get caught up so much in getting new followers and new customers all the time that you forget about the customers you already have. It's so much easier to make a sale from a customer you previously had than to go get a new person to buy into your business. Make sure you keep your customers feeling valued, they feel fortunate, they feel loyal. You could send repeat customers an extra discount code, or I see you haven't shopped in 3 months, and just make them feel important. That helps a lot with generating income in your business. So again, get rid of the idea that I need to gain 5,000 more followers. Well, what about the 500 customers you've already had? That have already shopped with your business, or the 50, let's say 50, 20. You've had 20 customers. Make them feel happy and they'll spread word of mouth. That's the best form of business, personal referrals. Spread word of mouth. They'll tell their sister, tell their friend, and that will equate more sales, because I'm more likely to try a nail tech or a hairstylist that is personally referred to me versus finding them on Instagram or TikTok. And consequently, you can lose followers and email subscribers if all you're sending is buy this, sell now. Don't nobody want to see that all the time. How many unopened emails do you have right now in your email about somebody promoting a sale that you're like, oh, over it, I don't care, I'm not interested right now, versus a catchy headline that says, watch me do this. Girl, did you know about this? Top secret information. That's something that's going to get people to open, watch, stop scrolling. The 11th reason why I almost lost my business is incorrect pricing. I know when a lot of people start their business, they want to kind of start with the lower level. You want to bring in customers, you want to seem more attractive. You may be cheaper than your competitors or people in your area, and you think that's going to work and bring more customers, but that's not always the case. Because for some people like me, cheap means low quality. Cheap means low value. And I'm like, why is she so cheap? Why is she doing her weave for $75? She must be new. She must not be good at it. And that's how some people perceive it. Now, on the other hand, luxury is more than a price. So say you want to charge $200 for a dress. You're giving the vibe, the energy that is luxury, but some people are going to be like, this is out of my budget. I don't know you, girl. Why should I spend $200 on this dress when I could go over to Shein and get it for $45? Luxury is branding. It's a whole experience. What is the packaging going to be like? What's the box going to be like? What's the shipping? Is it going to be coupons and a hanger on this dress and in a nice fluffy box with tissue paper and a bow on it? It's all of those things make something luxury. But do you have a luxury audience? Is your audience full of luxury shoppers, or is your audience full of discount shoppers and they want a $25 dress? Another thing I didn't take in consideration when I was making my pricing is my time. I was not charging for my time when I was making wigs. Like, you know, I could sew it together in less than an hour, but then I gotta bleach the knots, then I gotta tone it, then I gotta put highlights in it, then I gotta curl it, then I gotta take pictures of it, I gotta package it up, and I gotta go to the post office. This may have all from start to finish. Easily that's 4 hours of my time on one wig. And was I charging for 4 hours? And I had to stop and think one day, how much do I get paid an hour as a registered nurse? Am I getting paid that much for spending 4 hours on a wig, on top of profiting on the hair, on the material, on the product itself? I didn't take in consideration my cost for packaging when I was making my prices, and that was a big mistake. So if you got a nice packaging, flyers, you got a free pen in there and some lip gloss and all types of stuff inside of your package that you ship out, is that included in your price? You know, what are your numbers when you talk about you're reselling this dress? How much did you buy the dress for? Okay, you doubled the price of the dress. Okay, well, what about the shipping cost? What about that envelope that you sent it in? How much time did you spend putting this together? Or if you're doing a service like your makeup, how long does it take you to do a face? Are you okay with only getting paid $50 if it took you an hour and 15 minutes to do this person's face on top of the materials that you use on their face? Are you okay with only $50, $60, $75? Does that make enough money for you to pay your bills? Was it worth it? So I had to really sit back like, you know what? I may make more money if I just went to work as a nurse and picked up another shift. Consider that when you are making your prices. The 12th reason why I almost lost my business was not having an accountant. Now listen, I know it sounds like such a big, expensive thing to have an accountant. It's really not that much. So I work with an accountant, Amy, here in Houston. She charges $150 for 90 minutes. Baby, when we pull up to that meeting, I have a list of things that we're gonna talk about. She screen records it, and if she doesn't have the answer right then and there, she'll email me back. It has been so amazing. She has saved me money, and you just don't know what you don't know. You don't know all the laws in business in your state. I just know you don't, unless you are a accountant or business attorney. So, and laws change. You know, your accountant may know something specifically for your niche of business. Connections, she has connected me with other people. Ideas, she has saved me money on taxes. It is so totally worth it, and it helps you break down your numbers and be honest with yourself, right? You don't lie to your accountant. You have to be very honest, and then it'll put a lot of things in perspective as to, is this business working? What do I need to do to make it work? What can I do to lower my taxes? How can I get better at this business aspect of it? It's all cute, your passion project, but when it comes down to these numbers, I assure you, get accountants sooner than later. Even before you start making sales, they can help you strategize what you need to make. What's the best decision? Do you need an LLC, or is it best for you to have an S Corp? Maybe you need a nonprofit. Let me get you in connection with a nonprofit. Just so many things my accountant has helped me out with. The 13th reason why I almost lost my business is I was sticking to only one platform. So let's say Instagram, for example. I was heavy on Instagram, posting on Instagram, and nothing's wrong with that. However, I didn't consider my Facebook audience. I didn't consider Snapchat. I didn't consider Pinterest. People are making big money on Pinterest. I have someone in my business group right now, and she is whooping ass on Pinterest. I didn't even know that was a thing. It's a whole thing. And now we have TikTok. My new business, which I'll be launching, is gonna be less of Instagram and way more of TikTok. Don't think, you don't have to do all of the platforms, but don't feel limited to one. And of course, YouTube, like this one. My business coach, I found my business coach because of YouTube. And there's Twitter. There is money on Twitter, and you can really get in contact with a lot of potential customers just going in Twitter and searching, let's say, raw Indonesian bundles, raw bundles of hair, body wave bundles, deep wave. And you could see everybody who has just recently tweeted about this, and you could send them a message, send them a tweet, send them a discount code, say, hey girl, and get right in front of your audience. You can get right in front of your potential customer. Don't sleep on Twitter. Definitely don't sleep on YouTube, TikTok, Pinterest, Snapchat, Facebook groups. You get into the right Facebook group and baby, everybody is eating out of the palm of your hand. I think we've all been in Facebook groups where we could see like certain people dominate this group and everybody vouches for them. And of course, Instagram. And because there are so many social media outlets that like I just named, this is a good reason why you should consider having a social media manager, because social media in itself is a full-time job. The 14th reason why I almost lost my business was because I wasn't having frequent evaluations to reflect on my business. And what that means is, let's say at the end of the month, my goal was to make $3,000, but I made $2,200 or I made $3,500. Did I see why? Did I look and see why did I get this far? Why didn't I make my mark? What was working? What didn't work? What does my audience want? Do you ever sit back and say, what do they want? Instead of what do I think is look good? I like this. I like the pink dress, but they want the purple dress. Did you ever ask? A good way to go about doing this is to have a poll in your Instagram story, and you can send out a survey through your email list. You can set one up. Sometimes you can embed them depending on what email platform you're using, or you can use SurveyMonkey. What do you like? And get to know what they like, because it's not about you, sweetheart. And we take business too personal sometimes, especially as women. The 15th and final reason why I almost lost my business is because I was not paying for advertisement. Advertisement can get pricey, but it is definitely worth it if it's done correctly. At first, I thought paying for ads was so corny. You know, you see it on your Facebook feed or on your TikTok or on Instagram, and you like scroll by, close, or even while you're watching YouTube, a commercial will pop up, close it, click it. And in my mind, I'm thinking everybody else is doing this. Nobody's paying attention to these ads. And this is so corny for me to do. I need authentic customers. I need them to come through my hashtag. I was so wrong, child. Like I said, learning ads can be very complicated. So either you need to pay some money for a course, which can also be pricey, or hire someone to run your ads. Honestly, hiring someone to run your ads isn't as expensive as I had thought. I do have an ads manager, and before my store opened, I had him running an ad to collect emails and phone numbers of subscribers. This ad would send them to the landing page of my website, and it would say, hey, we'll give you a treat, meaning a discount code, when our store opens. By the time our store opened, we had over 400 people on this list. Mind you, under 100 Instagram followers, under 100 TikTok followers, but 400 people on this email list, and I was very excited about it. Like I told you, these subscribers are way more important than these followers. I keep trying to tell you because they are ready to buy. If you're gonna put in your email or your phone number for me, you're interested. If there is some trial and error, you have to be prepared to lose some money with the ads. You have to figure out what works. You have to figure out what is clickable, what makes people stop and scroll, and put it in front of the right people. You can't just be like, oh, every girl could wear a dress, so all women. No, it's a specific audience, and you need to figure that out. Once you figure out your audience and where to put your ads, you can literally print money. Oh my God, don't underestimate running ads. This takes so much stress off of you. It takes so much work off of you running these email campaigns and constantly posting on social media. Run the ad. You cut all that work out, especially if you do it correctly. My suggestion is set up a pixel on your website. This allows you to always retarget your customers. So say if someone clicks on your website but they don't buy, the pixel kind of tracks them a little bit and they'll see your ads later. You ever go to Amazon looking for something, or you Google something, and the next few days it's all over your Facebook, it's all over your Instagram, it's all over everywhere, and you're like, damn, is this the government watching me? Are they listening to me? Nope. I used to think that too. It's a pixel. So I can set up a pixel where it's like, well, if they go to Fashion Nova and they look for the pink dress on Fashion Nova, post my ad in front of them. It's a whole thing. Trust me. It gets very, very deep and it gets kind of spooky, but that's how it works. It allows you to retarget traffic. It allows you to put your ad in front of people who are looking for what you have. Definitely get get a pixel onto your website. Now that is the end of my 15 reasons why I almost lost my business. As I promised, I'm going to reveal to you about my new business. I'm super excited about this business. I had this idea for probably about 8 years, probably as long as I've had my LLC, but I had no idea how to get into this industry. I literally don't know anybody who works in this industry, let alone a Black person. I literally don't know anybody in this industry. I don't have a social media. I don't have all these business models to follow, which is also good. It's not something super saturated yet. I am co-owner and opening up an online store that sells dog clothes. It is called Fashion on Fur. I love my dog very much. I had a problem. If you have a problem and you find the solution to it, it is much easier for you to start a business that way. My problem was I like to dress up my dog. I think I'm cute. I want my dog to be cute. He's cute. And when I would go to pet stores like PetSmart, Petco, Amazon, they have these little, generic t-shirts and stuff like that. And I'm like, no, I want my dog to be fly. I eventually was able to find a vendor to create the type of clothes that I want. And baby, these are not your average dog clothes. What makes our dog store unique is that we sell designer-inspired dog clothing and styles that replicate popular fashion trends that we wear. So here's a look at some of the things. This is a cute little sweater. This is a Chanel inspired sweater for a female dog. A Gucci inspired t-shirt. Gucci inspired hoodie, and we have good material. If you can see this, this is lined. I would wear this sweater, So we are targeting urban styles of fashion, hip hop fashion, Gucci inspired dress. And yes, we have big dog sizes too. We got this nice Burberry inspired hoodie, Louis Vuitton inspired hoodie. We got a little Fendi inspired shirt. I am super excited about this business. I had this idea, like I said, for many years, but I had no idea how to break into this industry. I had no information about marketing, finding a vendor, reselling product sales. I would have fumbled the ball so bad, but I'm super excited, especially because this is going to be a faceless business. You won't be seeing me all over the place. And this is my dog, Toby. He's one of the reasons why we had in this business. I'm super excited. If you have a dog, or if you know somebody who loves their dog and loves to dress them up, please visit my website, fashiononfur.com. Follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, fashiononfur.com. Thank you for tuning into my video. If you enjoyed this, please make sure you give it a thumbs up, share it with another entrepreneur. Hopefully this can help them, and I'll see you next time.